The John Deere C441R is a baler wrapper combo coming to FS25. It's nice to see the John Deere brand, I'm not going to lie. It is a round baler. It will cost you $112,500. It will require 110 horsepower and weigh in at 6.5 tons. It will do 125 centimeter diameter bales only and will do wrapped and normal if you so desire. Its running speed is 17 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour, and it uses the T404/T510 tires. And it looks a really cool piece of kit, I'm not going to lie. It's nice to see John Deere balers in the game. Next up from the new crop lot that we have is rice harvester and a tandem truck. We've got the Iseki HJ6130 and the Lizard Motors Dragon. This is really nice to see. I think I'm really excited for the different tandem trucks we get, even if they are quite small, because it makes it, one, much easier to drive, and two, much more accessible for people to buy early game. The rice harvester costs you $95,000, has 130 horsepower, a variable CVT gearbox, 105 litres of fuel capacity, a travelling speed of a rather tiny 12 kilometers per hour or 8 miles an hour, has 2,000 litres of capacity and weighs 5.6 tons. Its working speed is 8 kilometers per hour, so it is quite slow. It obviously only takes rice, and it does look quite funky. I'm interested to see if they're going to have bigger or better harvesters that you can use that are maybe a bit quicker, have a wider working width, or just generally more capacity. And again, with the Lizard Motors Dragon, you have only got to spend $45,000 on it. It has a fuel capacity of 180 litres. It has a carrying capacity of 3,500 to 7,600 litres. It weighs 4.5 tons, a variable CVT gearbox, a top speed of 80 kilometers per hour or 50 miles per hour, and 170 horsepower. It can also take pretty much everything you throw at it, which is really nice to see. It's quite versatile, and I like the look of it. I know that they've got some actual Isuzu trucks coming from what we saw in the trailer, so it'd be nice to see what the capacities vary up like that. We have another new seeder to display for Farm Sim 25 next with the Novag T-Force Plus 950. This is a seeder. It will cost you $312,000. It has a working requirement of 415 horsepower, a working width of 9 meters, a capacity of 7,700 liters, and it weighs 18 tons. It has a working speed of 12 kilometers per hour or 7.5 miles an hour, and it carries both seed and fertilizer and will plant most of your normal crops. It looks really good. I'm really happy to see that they are adding more 9-meter width material and seeders in the game, because you've only really got 6 or like 12 and above. So to have something that's a nice in between and more of them is only a good thing. Lastly, we have something that many people have been excited to see and get their hands on since the very first trailer released. It is, of course, the Iseki PRJ8D rice planter. It's only going to cost you $25,000, has a wonderfully high 25 horsepower and 28 litres of fuel capacity. It has a variable CVT gearbox, 274 litres of seed or rice capacity. It has a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour or 13 miles per hour. It weighs under a ton at 958 kilos. It has a working speed of 8 kilometers per hour or 5 miles per hour, and it will also fertilize, which is really interesting. It looks really cool, but honestly, you're going to want something that's a little bit more hardcore, and I hope they have something with just more capacity and is a little bit faster. Otherwise, doing your wet rice or your normal rice is going to be really long-winded and become really dull really fast. But I am interested to get my hands on this. Thank you so much for watching this week's roundup of the fact sheets. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget you can pre-order FS25 in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.